You say something, Dave?
Good.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, welcome everybody into the chat room. If you don't mind sharing the broadcast, hope everybody was able to get the notifications tonight. Hope we don't have any issues on Periscope. Uh, so, yeah, we're going to discuss what we saw last night on Raw and also what we saw tonight on SmackDown Live. Also, we in the title, we have some more matches announced for for SummerSlam, excuse me, after tonight and after Raw. A couple of matches were announced for SummerSlam. And we have a couple of stuff going on next week on Raw as well. So we'll get into that as well. So thank you everybody for joining us. And let's jump right into Monday Night Raw. I think we all knew going into the show what we were going to see at the beginning of the show when it all started. We had Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, and kind of a surprise appearance from Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon was also there at the beginning of the show. I'll touch on it, Bob Risky, a little bit of it. And they announced that there will be an all-women's pay-per-view. To kind of sum it up, Stephanie said that all this happened because all the fans who demanded more opportunities for the women. Stephanie said that makes this announcement that there will be an all-women's pay-per-view in October featuring past, present, and future superstars called Evolution. Let me just block this idiot. All three women's titles will be on the line. SmackDown, Raw, and NXT women's titles will be on the line. They also said 50 women will be on this special as well. They said Trish Stratus and Lita will be on it. They haven't really announced anybody else, but I did hear rumors that possible Beth Phoenix could be as well included. So I think this is going to be pretty cool. I'm digging it. I'm glad to see that there's going to be all three brands involved. I don't see how it would work any other way. And I'm curious to see who they bring in from past and future. I'm kind of curious to see what women they bring in and what women they bring back. They already announced Trish Stratus and Lita. We'll go with you first, Dave. Your thoughts of the announcement and maybe a possible one or two women that you hope they maybe bring back.
The announcement, I guess a lot of people, not just us Red Sox fan, it wasn't just us saying it. What our Shoot the Shit Saturday show stands for, we report on what other dirt sheets are saying and rumors and news going, and that was a lot of people were saying that it was going to be a women's tag titles. Correct. So that's why we talked about it and went into it. It's not because we were the one. We weren't the one breaking the news. Breaking news from Get the Tables. We're not slice wrestling out there saying, it's breaking news, tag titles. They're already scheduled.
Yeah, I don't mean to interrupt you, Dave. Thank you for the Super Hearts, Jeffrey Cross. I think we all saw the rumors going around on all the wrestling sheets that there was possible. The hell is that noise? There was possible of a tag team titles being introduced. And you know what? We still have till October till the event, so that could still possibly happen. I don't know if it will or not. They haven't clarified it yet, but we shall see. We never know. But continue, Dave. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Your thoughts of the announcement, and they already announced Lita, Trish. Is there any former Hall of Famers or women that you would hope they give a chance at this special? What's up, Chris? How you doing?
Yeah, they said they were going to be on there, didn't they?
Yes, Trish and Lita are confirmed. But who else would you like to see on there?
Yeah, regarding the announcement, I mean, one cool thing I will say, and a lot of people were giving him crap on Twitter about it, was the only person that truly belonged up there saying anything and who's probably been pushing this like crazy is Triple H. He's the only one there because he said it sounded too cheesy what Triple H is saying. But, I mean, that's probably him straight from the heart for him because he's been pushing for all these women to get shots like this. I mean, it's all Triple H was the only one who deserved to be up there introducing this whole segment anyway because Vince and Stephanie really probably had nothing to do with this at all. It was probably all Triple H. But, yeah, I mean, his words were awesome, I thought, because they seemed like they were heartfelt and like he was happy for everyone that all the girls he brought up, starting with Sasha and Bayley, who originally kind of started this whole change in women getting big matches. So, yeah, I mean, It's a cool announcement. I'm glad. We've all talked about this in our private chat, but yeah, I mean, I'm glad it's not just Raw and SmackDown women getting. That's what I thought originally. We were talking, discussing whatever about how it was going to just be the women of Raw and SmackDown, maybe, and that didn't really interest me so much. So now that you're going to involve NXT and women from the past, I mean, that's awesome. I mean, it really is. One person I would love to see in this, but it will not happen. It won't. This will not happen. But I think it'd be cool to see Gail Kim, but that's not going to happen. But I'm just saying, I think that'd be cool to see him involved in this. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, some people I'm not really interested in seeing, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of women out there that used to wrestle for WWE. AJ Lee's not going to show up either, so yeah, nothing like that. But yeah, I mean, I guess Michelle McCool would be another one. I guess you could throw Michelle McCool will probably show up, I assume. The same women we've seen at the Rumble.
I'm sure everybody wants to see Kelly, and who else?
Caitlyn.
Michelle. Who else do they want to see?
Tori Wilson.
Maurice, right? They want to see Maurice. The Bellas, right? All the women that are great wrestlers. Right? Hey, what's up, Aaron? How you doing?
You know, it would be interesting, but not to me as much. I could care less to see it or not. But there was always talk a few years back of having team besties, Lita and Trish versus the Bellas for so long. So that match could easily get thrown in there on this pay-per-view. I wouldn't be surprised. But there are some great match possibilities that they could throw out there if they wanted to. I don't think they will, but like Beth Phoenix, someone said Beth Phoenix versus Nia Jax, which would be really cool.
For the Super Hearts. Oh yeah, well, on a future show, we'll definitely create our own kind of all-women special kind of matches that we hope to see, our own little match card that we'll do. But that would be kind of down the line. But definitely looking forward to that women's special. What about you, Justin? Your thoughts on that? Because I know you didn't see all of Raw. I know you just said you saw the opening of Raw. So what did you think of the women's announcement?
Well, the best part of that whole thing, like Dave was just saying, was Triple H. I mean, you could tell he was pretty much about to cry. I mean, that's how genuine he was about it. That's how much he was into it. And also, like you said, Stephanie and Vince McMahon were out there just to be out there, it seemed like. And Vince McMahon, I don't know about y'all, but he just looks off to me for some reason. Like, he just doesn't look the same. Like, I know he's old, but I mean, he just doesn't look good to me for some reason.
How old is Vince? I can't even. It's just he is an old feller. He is an old guy. What do you think about the announcement about the 3 title matches and the future past and present women being involved in this special?
I like it, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see most of the people we saw at the Women's Royal Rumble. And if I could add 2 more to that, I'm definitely going to add Toni Storm. And, I'm going to throw a wild card out there and say Chelsea Green. I know she won't be there probably, but who the hell knows?
Yeah, I think Toni Storm is going to be only used if she is for WWE for the UK stuff. I believe they start doing UK tapings at the end of this month. So
yeah, because the UK girls are supposed to be there. So
yeah, they just said the UK women are involved in the special.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that part. Okay.
Yeah, the UK women are involved in it.
And the only other thing I will say about it is I was just laughing because everybody was saying, oh, this isn't the first ever all-women's pay-per-view. Yeah. Impact did it first, all that bullshit. And all I got to say is people saying that are stupid because she didn't say this is the first ever in the history of the wrestling business. She just said this is the first all-women's pay-per-view. So people are crying about that.
To counter that a little bit, I don't think they were saying that either. WWE was saying first time ever in WWE.
Exactly, yeah.
When people do it like that, it almost seems like when people are getting slapped in the face, oh, this is the first time it's ever been. It comes off like that when WWE says, oh, this is the first time ever this has ever been done. And when TNA has been putting over the women's wrestling for a long time, and that's really different than other promotions as well.
Of course, and also, hey, what's up, Kyle? And also, saying it's the first ever in WWE history makes it, that much bigger. My question is to you guys: do you think this is going to be a yearly pay-per-view?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know.
The Greatest Royal Rumble seems to be a yearly thing for the next couple of years since they did sign that huge contract deal with Saudi Arabia. Could it possibly mean that this women's special is an every year deal? Yeah, I mean, I hope it is. I wouldn't mind it.
I could definitely see it. Yeah.
Dave?
I mean, it would be nice for them to do something like this, but overall, it seems like it's
huge.
like it is kind of a one night only thing, like they said. I'm sure you said in the beginning, like all three NXT Women's and SmackDown and Raw Women's titles are all going to be defended at this show,
and also the Mae Young finals.
Yeah, the Mae Young fight. Yeah, that's going to be interesting too. That's nice to put that on something else besides just after SmackDown for 30 minutes or whatever. Yeah, so that's a nice little add to the thing too. I like that idea. But to me, it would have been better. I don't know. It would have meant more, I think, to make the pay-per-view actually mean something if it was for a title. You know, I mean, what made the Cruiserweight Classic and the Mae Young Classic so great? Well, Mae Young Classic wasn't really for a title, but Cruiserweight Classic was for a title. You know, that's what kind of draw interest to it. You're going to crown a new Cruiserweight champion. On here, you're not. I mean, not really anything's happening really, but other than having the women have their own show, and you're going to have 3 title matches, which is kind of a lot. But
yeah, but also we don't know what they're going to do. We have no idea.
It's pretty much speculation at this point.
I mean, it's going to be a 3-hour show, we're assuming. There's over 50 women on the show. They can fucking have a battle royal, tag team matches, Survivor Series type matches, single matches, handicap matches, fatal 4-way matches. I mean, they could do whatever the hell they want because there's so many damn women in it. I really do hope they don't say, oh, there's going to be a 25 or 20 women battle royal. That would just ruin the purpose of this whole thing because I would like to see every woman get a shot, do something. Royal Rumbles are usually just, oh, wow, she's in it, and then she gets thrown out in 2 minutes. You know, I would like to see
that. Oh, go ahead.
I want Tristan lead on the show. I want to see them actually wrestle. You know, I want to see them against a Sasha Banks or a Becky Lynch or a Charlotte or etc. You know, whoever else they would. There's a numerous amount of things that they can do. I just hope they don't fuck it up.
Yeah, see, that's my. Oh, go ahead.
No, finish. Go ahead. I
was saying was my original thought when they had said 50 women will be involved. Yes. My original thought is a battle royal.
I'm curious to see what they do on this special. It's going to be interesting, and we'll find out, I'm sure, more in the future when the show gets a little bit closer. And also, October, everybody, the question is who main events. I think Ronda Rousey will be the main event. If she is the champion, you would have to assume Ronda Rousey would main event.
Oh, definitely.
Now, October is a huge month for WWE. Not only does this Women's Web Evolution happen. Thank you, Ducks Fan for Life. We appreciate the Super Hearts. Thank you for the support. Everybody, thank you for tonight for showing up. We have SmackDown Live 1000 coming up in October as well. They came out with the artwork for it. They had a couple of legends on it: Eddie Guerrero, Batista, Edge, The Rock, a couple of others. Now, if they were going to do a type of a show like they did with Raw, where they not maybe the separate sites, of course, but they had a big old extravaganza and had, you know, past legends show up, what is one person you would have to think? The Rock.
He won't be there.
He won't be there.
Maybe probably a video message, more than likely. Maybe Batista?
No, The Rock will send out a tweet. That's what it'll be.
Oh, yeah, The Rock in the tweet. That's a good one. That's funny. But it's October, again, is a huge month for the WWE. Not only is the Women's Evolution, you got the SmackDown Live 1000 coming up as well. So, Justin, like I said, didn't see all of Raw, so we'll kind of recap Raw for everybody, and then we'll go over a couple of likes and dislikes, and then we'll move on to SmackDown Live. We had the Woken Lovers taking on the B Team in the Raw Tag Team title rematch. Bayley and Sasha taking on some local jobbers. Natalya versus Mickie James. Tyler Breeze versus Mojo Rawley. Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre, which then turned into a tag match between Balor and Rollins taking on Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. Ember Moon taking on Liv Morgan again. And then we had the main event was Bobby Lashley taking on Roman Reigns to find out who goes on to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
All right, that's a good one too. I didn't think about that.
A little bit of some side notes. A couple of matches were announced for SummerSlam. They did announce that Dolph Ziggler will again take on Seth Rollins again for the Intercontinental Championship. And also, we will see, did they announce any other matches? Oh, not on the Raw side. It was on the SmackDown side. Well, there was another match, but we'll wait on that. There was a couple of matches announced for the SmackDown Live. So, Dave, a couple of things I want to get your thoughts on, and then we'll get the negative sides of the stuff from Raw. What did you think of the tag match between Balor, Rollins, Ziggler, and McIntyre?
I was I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I thought we were going to get a straight-up match. They had a pretty good match for when they started out as a singles match, and then it turned into Teddy Long coming out and saying it's going to be a tag match player. So, yeah, I mean, geez. Yeah, I mean, it was okay, I guess. I mean, Balor actually got a win, so I guess that helps him. But, I mean, yeah, it really did nothing for me. It was like, okay. And Rollins tweeted out last night or today, like, it made zero sense to me when he tweeted this. He's like, at Dolph Ziggler, this is your last chance, kid. I'm like, what? You're not the champion? That makes zero sense. I don't know if you guys seen that tweet, but it makes zero sense to me. I mean, you're the challenger. Why are you saying it's his last chance?
Yeah. I thought the tag match wasn't bad. I mean, it was something to get the crowd going. The crowd was really hyped for the match. And like you said, Balor goes on, gets the pinfall, and they also announced for next week, Balor takes on Constable Corbin, a feud that everybody is so excited about.
Oh, God.
Why aren't they saving this for SummerSlam? I mean, come on. It's main event all over it.
Right. Also, we had Braun Strowman come out. Oh, this is the other match that they announced for SummerSlam. They had Braun Strowman come out. And I miss the old Braun Strowman, God damn it. I mean, I miss the monster Strowman, the guy that just fucking flipped cars. Nothing against him going out there and announcing and showing appreciation for the all-women special, but the monster Braun Strowman wouldn't have done that.
No, hell no.
That I don't like what they're doing with him, but Kevin Owens ends up interrupting him. Long story short, Stephanie McMahon makes it to where if Kevin Owens beats Braun Strowman, he will win his money in the briefcase. So basically the briefcase is on the line. Kevin Owens taking on Braun Strowman at SummerSlam. Justin, just a quick yes or no. Any chance Kevin Owens wins this match?
I'm going to say yes. I can definitely see that happening.
Okay, I'd be shocked to see that happen.
I can see that happening.
Dave?
No chance in hell, because Braun Strowman's the new Roman. He's going to win the title Slammer really soon. He's the new Roman. He's going to be the new guy or whatever, the guy, I guess. So, yeah, it's like, this doesn't interest me either. And that was going to be a question to you. This does not interest me at all.
Yeah, I don't care for this Strowman, honestly. Like Tony said, I want the badass Strowman that kicks everybody's ass and overturns shit. I just don't like this comedy Strowman.
Also, last night, I talked about the Bayley and Sasha segment taking on local jobbers. Seems like they are back together as friends. It seems to me as well. They don't know what the fuck to do with this storyline. Your thoughts, Dave?
What was the storyline of the Bayley thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. I mean, Bayley or Sasha's jacket looked kind of cool, I guess, but that was the only thing to take away from this. I think a lot of people were talking about, but yeah. I mean, what the hell are they doing? First, they're both fighting like hell and they hate each other. Then there's still, I mean, I don't want to go there, but they are somewhat teasing it, aren't they? With kind of a lesbian storyline, aren't they teasing it a little bit?
Somewhat, a little bit, yes.
Well, they did. I mean, they did insert the sisters stuff to kind of show that they love each other like sisters.
No, but at the very end, after they beat the local
like after they fucking hug, they stare at each other in the eyes, and it's like,
yes,
you don't want to think that, but it's making it so goddamn obvious that you're just waiting for Bayley to grab Sasha and kiss her. It's like, come on, man, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Going on? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, I mean, that was weird.
What are they doing? Like I said last night on Twitter, they don't know what the hell they're doing in this storyline with Sasha and Bayley. They're mixed up. They're going one way, and then they take an exit. They get off, and they think about, oh, let's do something else. They get back on, take it off. It's back and forth on what they're gonna do. You think we're gonna get something great, then they do the fucking counseling bullshit, and now we get this shit.
And they're friends again.
Yeah, everything's forgotten. They're beating local jobbers together. I mean, I was like, okay, at least it wasn't against Alicia and which would have been nice to see Alicia and Dana Brooke, even though we got Dana Brooke, but it would have been nice to see the rematch of the tag match. Why not do that? So you telling me if we're not going to get Sasha and Bailey at SummerSlam, is it going to be a rematch, that rematch tag match thing with Sasha and Bailey versus Dana and Alicia Fox?
Or maybe like someone said in the chat room, maybe they save it for Evolution. That's always a possibility as well.
Did y'all see that Sasha Banks got a tattoo?
I did not.
Yeah, they use left wrist.
Yeah.
Is it a Bailey's name?
Right.
What's up, Bliss? How you doing, dude?
It's almost half a forearm, so it's pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's really noticeable if you look at it. Well, you got to be looking for it though too, because I didn't notice it at first, but I seen it on Twitter. People posting close-up pictures of it. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to join the great club.
Good, he would be world champ by now. Hey, you're probably right, Red Sox fan. I can't disagree on that. Like I mentioned, we had the Raw Tag Team titles in the rematch. The B Team retained the titles after the match. Marty and Bray, I don't want to say attacked the B Team, but I guess attacked them after the match. I don't know if this was a heel turn because they got cheered afterwards. So it's kind of hard to say if this was a heel turn or what the fuck it really was. I'm not really sure.
Maybe out of frustration?
They did show the Revival watching the show backstage. I don't know if that means that they're going to be next in line or what. Dave, any thoughts on this?
I mean, yeah, the Revival watching backstage. Probably the only way they're going to be on Raw if they're watching it.
Thank you for the super heart. Appreciate that. I'm not sure if I said thank you earlier. Because
of how obvious even though I don't care about this at all, I think the reason we got this simply is because the B Team keeps getting cheered every time. So they're trying to turn Bray and Matt to make it kind of... Because before, Bray and Matt were supposed to be the faces and the B Team supposed to be the heels, but they're really getting more cheers than anything. And people are loving all their stupid stuff with Roman. People are eating that up like crazy. So, yeah, I mean... I don't care about it, but it's like, whatever. But yeah, I do think I guess it was a heel turn because they're not really getting over as faces as much as the B Team is right now. So I guess that's why you do it.
Yeah. Also, Ember Moon took on Liv Morgan again, and the third time in 4 weeks. She beats her again as well. The only time Ember Moon has lost is against Sarah Logan. Again, I'm not really sure what the hell they're doing with Ember Moon or the Wyatt Riot Squad in general.
Yeah, she came out by herself.
Yeah, she did come out by herself.
Did you give your thoughts on the last thing about the B Team, Justin?
There's nothing really to say about it. I mean, I like them as a tag team, but they're probably going to lose it on SummerSlam.
Gotcha.
They're look. I like Axel and Bo. They're funny. They're entertaining. But I hate when I say this on the goddamn show. But back in my day, we had serious tag teams win the belts, like a tag team that were established tag teams in the the wrestling company, not ones that were just brought up together and they're a comedy act. You know what I mean?
Did you name out the Bushwhackers?
Like I can name the Bushwhackers, but I mean I can name out New Age Outlaws, stuff like that, guys like that, teams like that were serious and legit tag teams. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Bo Dallas,
we don't really have that anymore, though. Yeah.
Those two guys have been brought up as jokes for the last couple of years, and now we're supposed to believe that they can go out there and beat legit tag teams like the Revival and AOP and tag teams like that. I mean, come on. Man.
Yeah, you could take them because of who they are and make them a legit tag team, but you're making this comedy act like they're surprised they're still champions type thing.
Right.
I mean, you could, because look at their family lineage. I mean, jeez.
Yeah, serious tag teams like the Rock and Sock Connection and Kane and X-Pac.
Edge and Christian.
Oh, God, the good old days, man, the good old days. All right, so We also have Mojo Rawley taking on Tyler Breeze. Mojo gets the win. I'm not really sure what the hell they're doing with Mojo Rawley, but does anyone really give a shit?
Nope.
Not really. And what are they doing with Chad Gable? What is he, the new standby wrestler now?
Yeah, Chad Gable hasn't been on Raw in quite some time.
Well, he was on last night.
I mean, well, back in a match, that is. And last time he was in a match, I think he was against Jinder, and he lost, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So maybe if you're not going to use a talent like Chad Gable, and if he does fit the weight limit, why not put him on 205 Live?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
He would thrive on that show.
Yeah, when we first, I don't know if we were going to talk about this, probably not, it's not that interesting, but when they were moving Finn Balor's stuff, I honestly thought about Tony. I was like, oh, are they going to say he's going to be put in the 205 locker room or something like that? That's what I was thinking. Like 205.
Yeah, they put him in a little toy house. Even better, right? Next, let's just talk about the main event last night on Raw itself, because that's pretty much what the whole talk around the whole wrestling neighborhood, if you want to call, was, and that was Roman Reigns taking on Bobby Lashley. In the last couple of days, on Saturday night's show at least, we kind of had a feeling that they're going to make this match a triple threat. They're going to somehow make it to where maybe Reigns and count out something along the lines. Well, no. We didn't get that. I'll say this. The match was pretty good. It was a solid match, about as back and forth as you could get. 50-50 for the most part, even to the point to where you thought maybe Bobby Lashley might pick up the win. I mean, they did a good job at the booking of this match, because it kind of could have went either way. Roman Reigns gets the win. Brock and Reigns again for the 6th time, I believe. I put a poll out on the Twitter poll, and it was enormous. It was crazy the amount of people that hated this. Not only Raw, but hate that the match itself is going to happen again at SummerSlam. Your thoughts, Dave?
Man, like I said, I had this on mute and I was watching it because I wanted to see what happened, see if, like, for some reason Vince changed his mind, because we talked about this. It was months ago reported that Roman was going to face Brock at SummerSlam. And just thinking, like, okay, if he ever changes his mind about anything, this would be it. So, nope. I mean, don't get me wrong. The match was a solid match. It was a good match. It wasn't bad. I mean, the match was good. But then again, Roman kicks out everything. So, I mean, man, and Roman, again, I mean, I haven't talked about this. We'll get there, but Raw gives us the stuff we don't want to see. SmackDown gives us the stuff we do want to see. It's like, okay, we're going to give you Roman and Lashley, but we're also going to give you, I'll say it, I don't care, Joe and AJ at SummerSlam. So we're going to give you that, but you have to deal with this too. I mean, it's like, come on. I mean, can't you be different? Instead of a first-time ever match between Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, we get, for the millionth time, the 3rd time this year, Reigns and Brock Lesnar again. And it's like, I mean, there was a hashtag going around, give anyone but Roman a chance. I mean, it's so annoying. We're so tired of this.
I think, honestly, everybody's like saying that they want Ron to cash in and all this, but do you realize if Ron cashes in, who's still going to be in the main event picture, people?
Roman Reigns. And he's probably going to beat him.
Roman Reigns will still be in the main event picture, because what's going to happen if he loses in that cash-in? He's going to want a rematch.
And we want a rematch, and we're going to rematch, and another rematch.
And we're going to get another rematch.
And what was the fucking point of Bobby Lashley and Reigns at Extreme Rules? Nothing. I mean, Bobby won because it didn't mean nothing. That's the only reason he beat Roman, because it meant nothing.
Yeah, and if they thought they got it bad at WrestleMania, it's going to probably be even worse in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna eat them alive.
Have to really imagine that this will be the main event of SummerSlam. You couldn't. I don't see them going any other route.
Nope. If they don't want to get moved out of the building, I mean, the fans are going to be all in, for, no pun intended, for Joe and AJ. That's the match people want to see. But that's not going to main event SummerSlam. But that would be the best way to do it if you don't want them to boo the crap and shit all over the match.
It's going to be bad for them. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. Now, what's next for Bobby Lashley? He loses to Reigns. He doesn't get his title shot. Not sure what's next in line for him. It's not going to be the IC title, obviously.
Titus Worldwide.
You would think they would have made this a triple threat, make it a little bit of a bigger match, especially since, we've never seen Lashley and Brock clash heads before. They could have used that as well as a marketing tool as well, but they went another way, the Reigns and Brock Lesnar way.
Again?
Right. Quick yes or no before we go to the ratings, Dave.
Wait, Justin, you want to give your thoughts on the match, the main event?
Well, I didn't watch it, but I mean, I'm all for Roman Reigns beating Brock. We don't have to see this match for the 1,000th time when they try to fight again. So I mean, I don't want Roman to win, but if it means that we don't have to ever see this match again, I'm all for it.
There you go. Jeffrey Cross making a prediction saying Bobby will come out during Brock and Roman. That's always a possibility as well. Lesnar needs to just go away. I think this will probably be Lesnar's, I would have to assume, last match in the WWE for a little while, since he's going to pursue the UFC World Title. His concentration and full attention will be on that and not, wrestling, of course. Justin, do you think Braun Strowman cashes in on SummerSlam?
No. I don't see it.
Dave?
I mean, if Reigns wins the title, I mean, even if Brock wins, if Reigns wins especially, and they're booing the crap out of this whole match, you're going to have to, Vince is going to have to say, I think you said this, Tony, to send Braun out there just to save this whole thing.
Yeah, I think it's all going to depend on the crowd. It's going to be all on the crowd. If the crowd is absolutely shitting on this show, which they most likely will, they're going to throw out Braun. And crowd hyped up and think a cash-in may happen or something like around that line. But, oh, boy. That's a bold move, Cotton. Bold move to do that. Brooklyn, SummerSlam, main event, Roman Reigns. That's a very, very bold move. Anything else, Dave?
No. I mean, yeah, that was basically it. Oh, I can keep going. You gotta do something. Yeah, but I mean, we're gonna get this crap again. So yeah.
All right, so let's go to the ratings of Raw, everybody. I know everybody's excited to give everybody's ratings of Raw. Hopefully we'll see a special guest appearance from the Beach Balls during that match. Oh, I'm sure we will. The crowd is going to take over that match. It's going to be the opposite of what we saw this past Sunday.
As long as you don't get the countdown chant again.
Oh, God, I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised if they did it just to fuck with people. Just to fuck with the wrestlers. I wouldn't doubt that they did that.
Especially in that match. If that's the main event and that's ending SummerSlam, I bet you they start counting down.
I wouldn't doubt it. Dave, your ratings for Raw from last night. I saw a -4 in the chat room. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I mean, this show was bad. I give it a 0.
-5.
God damn.
Jesus Lord. 0.
This show
Where's
sucks.
SummerSlam? It's in Brooklyn.
Obviously.
0 out of 5 for Bliss. -10. 3 from someone. From Fan Brian. All right. God damn. All these negative viewers. All these the ratings. Bob Ruski gives it a 3. SummerSlam is a really bad card. Raw was decent. I give it a 2. I'd give it a 2 as well.
I thought I'd give it a 2 just from what I saw.
But
I thought it was boring and just like after the announcement you get all the same crap, Nia Jax crap, Braun Strowman and Owens crap they did. I don't know what the hell was with that.
And what I really
Yeah.
didn't like about that deal was they go hugging each other again at the announcement. It's like, God dang.
The Elias album I haven't heard yet, but Dave did, and he said it's pretty good. So,
Yeah, I liked it.
so go on there and check it out. Let me know what you guys thought
If
of it.
you guys don't want to download it, if you go into YouTube and punch in like WE Music, all 4 songs are on there. You can watch it on YouTube.
There you go, guys. There you go. All right. So yeah, Raw gets a 2 from me. Dave gets it a 0. I can't get it from Justin because he didn't see it. So let's see what we
I
get.
said 2.5, just from what I saw.
Two. Okay. Last week we gave Raw. We actually gave Raw a solid. No, that was SmackDown Live. We actually gave Raw a 2. Dave gave it a 1. It's on Spotify too. Yeah, it's only 4 songs. Only 4 songs. All right, so let's move on to SmackDown Live. Well, tonight we had some more matches announced for SummerSlam. We also had Becky Lynch defeat Carmella tonight. And the stipulation was if Becky Lynch beat Carmella, she would go on to face Carmella at SummerSlam. So that match is booked. Becky Lynch taking on Carmella at SummerSlam. Dave, Justin, we'll go with Dave first. What did you think of the match they actually had on SmackDown Live?
Which one?
I said Dave.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you said. I heard you say both of us, so I was confused. That was okay. I mean, I knew Becky was going to win, so I mean, tonight was really predictable. I mean, I knew everything. It seemed very predictable what tonight was like. Welcome to SmackDown Live, the predictable show of the week. I mean, everything could see coming from a mile away. So this is your typical: if you win, you get a title shot. And well, shocking, she won.
Yeah, I thought the match wasn't actually too bad, honestly. I thought Carmella did okay. She held her own in there. I knew, it was predictable. I kind of had a feeling that, Becky Lynch was going to win.
Becky Lynch did botch that 1-3 count, though. She didn't kick out when she was supposed to because that referee should have counted. Her shoulders were still down, even though she was on the ropes. But still, I mean, I think Becky lost track of the count or something because she didn't kick out.
Yeah, Graves was giving the ref a hard time on the commentary during the replay. And, also James Ellsworth was also fired tonight. So it looks like they are done with James Ellsworth. Justin, also your thoughts?
I enjoyed the match myself. I thought it was pretty good. And like we all said, it's pretty obvious that Becky Lynch is winning. And if Carmella beats Becky Lynch clean at SummerSlam, I give up. I don't know what to tell you.
Yep, Budweiser, you called it a month ago. Well, we'll see if it actually comes true. You got the title shot right so far. Let's see if the outcome is correct as well.
You know what's weird?
Show this week? Oh, no doubt. Go ahead.
About the whole Ellsworth thing is, so they only brought him in just so he could screw over Asuka, and that's basically how they. It's just so stupid to me. I mean, they don't. I've lost all faith in their WWE booking Asuka. I really have.
Why does everyone hate Carmella? I can't really put my finger on why exactly. I guess it's more of her wrestling skills, I guess. Even though tonight I thought she held her own. I thought tonight was one of her better matches that she's had in quite some time.
Yeah, tonight was good, yeah.
And maybe it all depends on who her dancing partner is. Maybe her and Asuka just don't have quite the chemistry her and Becky Lynch does. I thought her and Becky Lynch had a solid match tonight. Now, if we continue to see that on SummerSlam, we'll see. What, Dave?
I think it's her voice. I think she's just annoying like the Iconics.
Yeah, and that's and if you want to say that's why people hate her, then hey, she's playing her part like England JT said in the chat room. She's doing her job. She's getting you to not like her, and the screaming and stuff is part to get you annoyed.
But she might be getting me not to like her, but no one in the arenas are even reacting to her at all. I mean, she's not getting no reaction at all.
Not yet, at least. Not yet, that's for sure. Let's see, what else? We also had R-Truth take on Samoa Joe. We don't really need to touch much more on that. It was pretty much a squash match. But we did have a match that was pretty good and an interesting ending at that, which was Rusev taking on Andrade Cien Almas. And it looks like we may see the end of Rusev and Aiden English, since Aiden English came down to ringside because of Vega and Lana kind of going at it at ringside. Aiden English comes on there to try to break them up. He bumps into Lana, which distracts Rusev and ends up with Cien getting the upper hand on Rusev. Thought the match was pretty solid, but after the match, you kind of see that there might be a breakup between Rusev and Aiden English. Your thoughts, Justin?
I like the match. The only thing that sucks about it, one of them, of course, has to lose, and Rusev's been kind of on a losing streak. And we saw, I guess, almost lost last week to AJ. AJ tapped him out. So, I mean, one of them has to lose, and it sucks for both of them. Rusev should be doing a lot better right now. So, I don't know. The match was good, though. I really enjoyed it.
What about you, Dave? Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I like both guys. And, I mean, it was cool to see. But the only difference is, though, I mean, yes, they both lost to the WWE champion, but I mean, almost had a really good showing in that match too with AJ. But I mean, I like this, but I didn't like it because I thought if we would have had a straight up match with guys, it would have been without the girls out there. Even though I know Vega's the manager, but to me, it would have made the match a lot better because this match was really getting good, and knew we had to have the little outside interference and distraction. But yeah, and it seems like like you said, Lana Ono is going to be breaking up Rusev Day, and I think it'll do good to help Rusev kind of reboot a little bit and drop the Rusev Day stuff and go back to, like someone said, Tony, it might have been you, about how he needs to go back like it was with Lana, being the Bulgarian Brute, just crushing people.
Orton's pipe bomb. That's what everybody wants to talk about, Lex. And that was Orton, everybody, coming on the show, opening the show. He had a few choice words, especially to one certain coward in the wrestling locker room. Let me get to what exactly he said. He says
he was talking about the Undertaker. I think he was talking about Brock.
What? No. He was talking about Taker. Cause let me just backtrack and then what he said. He said
that was damn good though. Whatever.
He said when we didn't go back into the arena where Orton says he's heard everyone's theories as to why he did what he did. Him and Hardy have unfinished business. He's bitter about the top 10 list, which hasn't been a thing in months. I'm surprised he mentioned that. No, he tells everyone to look in the mirror. He did it because of the people. He busted his ass for 16 years and has been the one constant in the company, yet he doesn't get any respect. He doesn't get the respect he deserves. Why? Because he doesn't paint his face like an idiot. He doesn't change the color of his merchandise. He doesn't pay his dues. Is that why? He's not an indie performer who started in a bingo hall. He's paid his dues and started out as the legend killer. He also said he doesn't wrestle one time a year at WrestleMania, which was a shot at the coward. I think everybody knew that. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
And basically blaming the fans for his heel turn. He didn't mention the Apex Predator, Viper, the Legend Killer, but there's only one name everyone needs to refer to him, and that is RKO. So the heel Randy Orton is back. I think this is all the Randy Orton we've been waiting for. As good as a wrestler he is as a face, I think the true Randy Orton is him as a heel. And I still think he's the most underappreciated wrestler in WWE. I don't think he gets his fair share. But anyways, thoughts, Dave, before we go to Justin?
Oh, yeah, I thought it was a good promo. And a lot of people I know, Too Sweet thing, a lot of people kind of popped about because, he doesn't do the Too Sweet. He didn't perform in a bingo hall in front of 100 people. He was taught by two of the best in the world, which he didn't mention their names, but obviously he was talking about Triple H and Ric Flair. And, a good promo. The Orton that everyone has been wanting to see him come back finally as a heel. Legend Killer or not, whoever you want to call him, like he said. But, yeah, it's going to be fun. And it seems like you said who would Randy Orton face at SummerSlam on Twitter. And to me, it seems like it's going to be Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, it looks like it may be Jeff Hardy, and that would probably be, I would assume, Jeff Hardy's last match and for a little while so he can recover from whatever injuries he's dealing with. What about you, Justin, the big Randy Orton fan on the show?
Oh, man, I love this Randy Orton. My favorite Randy Orton of all time is the Legend Killer. But I'm just glad he's back as heel. And he does have a legit point because the fans are always saying how he sucks. he's got a robot voice, this and that. He sucks and whatever. So he's got a point that because of the fans, he went back to being this way. So, I mean, there's that. But the promo was good. I really enjoyed it. I'm just happy Randy Orton's back. Because like I said, he's a badass. And
Yeah,
that's
it kind
what he does.
You know, this plays off of what he said a couple years ago. Oh, go ahead.
I don't think there's going to be – I think it's going to be triple threat for the IC championship. Because Nakamura did mention Randy Orton as well in his promo.
US. I was getting
U.S. title. Excuse me. Sorry. I think there'll be a triple threat for the U.S. title, Nakamura, Jeff Hardy, and Randy Orton. Because Nakamura mentioned Jeff and then all of a sudden just mentioned Randy Orton out of
that was funny as hell, though.
So it looks like they'll probably be – they're going to try to make this card stacked. So I'm pretty sure that they're going to make this match a triple threat match and have Jeff Hardy take the pin. And this is an easy way to have Nakamura keep the title and, you know, still make Randy Orton look strong in the match as well. So, Justin, anything else?
No, I'm just glad to hear Randy Orton's back.
Yeah, and you know what? Really quick, this also plays off what Randy Orton was talking about a couple years ago about all these people doing all these the dive comment. You know, it plays on a lot of that too. So I mean, he's getting to do a lot of that stuff, and it's funny. I seen a Texas kid tweet about it too, and he's right to all these fans and all that. Well, you could also throw Seth Rollins into that mix too. I mean, he's one of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, the trolls are out tonight, my friend. I mean, he couldn't even spell the words right, and he wants to come in here and talk trash about
it. Now, if Orton starts punning people, that's really going to be
wrestling.
Good.
Oh, golly, everybody. Again, thank you, everybody, for joining us as Get the Tables podcast. We'll be live again on Thursday night. I'm sure everybody's looking forward to Thursday night. We got Impact Wrestling to talk about. Also be touching on NXT as well. We got Ciampa taking on Aleister Black on Wednesday night. And then we have the fallout from Slammiversary, where we saw Aries retain the title. We saw Sami Callihan lose his hair. And we saw the 51-50 match where we saw LAX retain the tag title. So I'm sure we're going to see a lot of storylines develop tomorrow night. I'm sure it's going to be Thursday night, so I'm looking forward to that. And we have not heard any spoilers, so thank you very much for keeping it spoiler-free. I haven't even seen anybody post anything about the taping, so that's even better. So I'm glad I haven't seen too many dirt sheets spoiling it for everybody. Yes, the debut of Scarlett as well. Yes, Aries won clean. What else? That's it. Oh, Scarlett Bordeaux, yes, debuting Thursday night. So just wanted to remind everybody that we will be on Thursday night as well. We had the announcement for AJ Styles' opponent for SummerSlam. And the opponent is, which I think we all thought it was going to be, Samoa Joe. So Samoa Joe will be going to face AJ Styles at SummerSlam. He kind of attacked AJ Styles tonight as well. Samoa Joe getting the upper hand on AJ Styles. And this match, I'm sure everybody who's a wrestling fan is looking forward to. Your thoughts, Justin, on AJ Styles and Samoa Joe at SummerSlam?
I think it's going to be good. And honestly, I like how they had him sneak attack him instead of coming out from the entrance ramp. I think that was a good touch to that. As far as the match, it's an AJ Styles match, but, you know, it is what it is. I guess I'll end up watching it since it's on the pay-per-view. But I guess you could say I'm looking forward to it, yeah. But I like how he did sneak attack him instead of come from the ramp.
Yeah, Jeffrey, we touched on that, brother. It could be a triple threat. I'm sure a lot of fans are hoping for that. Joe's going to be soaked in sweat in under 2 minutes, I'm sure. Dave, you're the Styles fan of the group. What did you think?
Yeah, I mean, it was predictable. I mean, it really was. I mean, it was predictable what was going to happen. It was, you could see Joe was going to attack him from a mile away from behind. I mean, it was like, okay, we knew this was coming. I mean, of course, AJ had to open up with, nothing against it. I get it. Yeah, but we're all getting everyone talking about the Women's Evolution pay-per-view. It's like, geez, beating to the ground like crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. But yeah, I mean, it was cool. We seen it coming, and yeah, I mean, I think, like we said, Raw gives you crap we don't want. SmackDown is giving us stuff we do want. I mean, that's like Vince's way of saying, okay, here you go. I'm going to give you your match you want, but I'm still going to get my match.
Oh yeah, definitely, and I'm sure that's going to be a barn burner for sure. Sure, it'll probably will be match of the night, and for the most part, this card looks kind of predictable at first view. At the couple of matches that they have announced, you kind of have a feeling on where the matches are going to lie, who's going to win, and that's not very good. So hopefully the matches themselves will be pretty good. I mean, you got right now Brock and Reigns, Styles and Joe, Becky and Carmella, Alexa taking on Rousey, Rollins taking on Ziggler. That's the matches so far that have been announced. We don't know any others yet. And then we're going to have the Bludgeon Brothers taking on the winners of the SmackDown Live tournament. And one of the matches we had tonight, which was the New Day taking on Sanity, and the New Day gets the win. I'm actually kind of shocked in a way a little bit, but you kind of have to figure that they're going to probably go with faces to take on the Bludgeon Brothers. Justin, your thoughts of this tag team match where we saw the New Day move on in the tournament?
Yeah, I kind of wish Sanity wasn't in this match because they've lost, 2 of the 3 matches or 3 of the 4 matches they've had on the main roster already. So I don't know how they're going to go off of that. But, yeah, I kind of wish they weren't in the match. Like you said, New Day was probably going to win. So we're probably going to see New Day versus Usos again for the #1 contendership. I'm sure.
Homie's wilding in the chat. I'm not even really paying attention to that dude. I think he's just kind of like off his jugular. What about you, Dave? Your thoughts of Sanity losing again, and the Bar did return tonight as well.
I don't understand this at all. I mean, why do we need the New Day? They don't need to win. No, they're not going to win no tag titles again right now. So, I mean, why couldn't, like Justin said, Sanity lost again on TV. This is a new faction you just brought up, and you keep making them lose. I mean, I get it. Eric Young wasn't out there, so yeah. But, I mean, you got a Beast in Killian Dane, and you're just making these guys lose. Desmond, sorry. Wolf. I can't remember his name now.
Alexander.
But, there you go, Alexander. He's like the fall guy for the group. I swear he takes all the pinfalls. I mean, jeez. And it's like, man, I don't know. I just don't like what they did. I didn't really care for this match either. This wasn't interesting to me at all, really. But it was like, man, why are they making Sanity? They're just killing. They don't know how to book these teams. They don't know how to book Asuka. They don't know how to book Sanity.
No, they don't.
It's a shame that they brought these guys up and they're already losing matches as much as they are. They're not even looking like a credible group. And Bob Ruski makes a good point. The only team that really hasn't faced in the Bludgeon Brothers are Sheamus and Cesaro. So maybe they do go that route, the Bar versus the Bludgeon Brothers. I would kind of really enjoy that instead of seeing the usual Usos or the New Day. And boy, oh boy, I miss the old Usos, man.
So do I.
Uso Penitentiary, those awesome promos Tuesday night. Now we're getting their old face tactics, them being kind of funny comedy stuff. I'm not digging it. So I'm not sure. Yes, is this guy serious in the chat? This guy's all right. Anyways, last but not least, we had the Miz. What was it called? What was the exact? Oh, the Miz premiere. The Miz and Miz premiere party. Daniel Bryan ends up interrupting and playing some old video package of bloopers of the Miz. It was a pretty funny segment, which then led to Daniel Bryan coming down to the ring. Miz tells Daniel Bryan that he does not steal his spotlight, and it always has to be about Daniel Bryan after he clocks him, which looked like his baby, but it was what was it, a fake? I can't remember what it actually was.
It was a doll.
It was a doll, fake baby.
Little baby. I mean, this was so obvious.
Yeah, it was totally obvious. Yes, yeah.
I mean, it was like,
Jeffrey, you're absolutely right. Yeah, and it looks like they're gonna go with. Okay, now we have to be. So it looks like they're going to go with Daniel Bryan and The Miz at SummerSlam. It seems like that's going to be the course that is going to happen at SummerSlam. Your thoughts, Dave? Are you looking forward to this match?
I mean, I think everyone is, honestly, because everyone's been wanting this match since that big blow up on Talking Smack. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, wasn't care for the segment that much. I thought it was kind of stupid, but yeah, I mean, just when shut up about his shows, I was like, geez. I mean, it's just like more of this.
When something's going to premiere or they're going to have something for the first time ever, they do shove it down your throat.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many times I heard about the Miz and Miss show premiering this Tuesday night, and I'm not sure how many times I heard them praise about the women's special. Again, I mean, it's a big time thing for the women, and we're happy for them. Trust us, but sooner or later, it's going to be kind of worn out if they're.
If we were playing a drinking game, we'd all be dead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jeez, the show is pretty good. I watch it. Slammiversary, Budweiser. Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt. So,
I mean, man, this was bad. I mean, to me, the segment wasn't that good at all. I mean, yes, the blooper reel was kind of funny, but it was just like, you knew Daniel Bryan was going to come down, and they were going to throw a fake baby at him, and then he's going to beat him up. I mean, it just, I don't know. Tonight's SmackDown was really predictable.
Wrestling is fake, says Tyler Black, the guy with the Seth Rollins name.
Yeah, what's Rollins doing in here?
Seth Rollins fan, but you're gonna come in here and say wrestling's fake. Okay.
What is going on tonight? I mean, am I in the Twilight Zone tonight? Like, what is going on?
Tony,
all they're doing is adding to our views.
What is
Twilight fake? I'm sorry.
What is like? Am I dreaming right now? Like, what? This? Wow. You guys should be dead already with those amount of losses your baseball team. Man, there's the trolling Red Sox fan. Super trolls, dude. Tonight, the trolls are active tonight. Like, they're everywhere. This is crazy. Anyways, let's get to the ratings tonight. This is probably going to be our shortest.
I haven't said my deal yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is going to still be our shortest show ever. I can't believe it. Go ahead, Justin.
No, that's all good. No, yeah, the segment was whatever. It was just to get those little clips on the TV screen so people can put their eyes on the TV show. As far as the match goes, I mean, this is going to be the most anticipated and, no pun intended, the most must-see match of SummerSlam. I mean, this is the match, like Dave said. Everybody wants to see this match. We've been waiting for it, like he said, since the altercation on Talking Smack. And I truly believe this will be, I'm not going to say match of the night, but it will be the most anticipated match of the night that everybody's been looking forward to.
Oh, definitely. This is going to probably be the match where you don't get on your phone, you don't tweet during it, you just sit there and watch it. Only a few matches do that to some people. And Daniel Bryan and The Miz has a lot of history between the two. Regardless if they're friends in real life or not, but there's real life history on the wrestling screen. Started from a couple of years back, and it's just gotten more heated and heated and heated and heated.
If you think about it, it goes all the way back to when Daniel Bryan first debuted in the whole NXT, this is your pro thing. It started then.
Yeah, because Miz was, that's true.
And if Daniel Bryan is not rumored to have resigned yet, and if he's only going to possibly sign an extension, or if WWE doesn't even really know for sure if he's going to resign with them or not, you have to have that money match now. And it's a big pay-per-view. It's not like you're wasting it on one of these small pay-per-views. SummerSlam is a big pay-per-view, and it should really do well.
I just hope Kane doesn't get involved. That would be my only gripe about that match, is if he gets involved.
I read the chat, my friend. You know I do, Red Sox fan. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, SummerSlam for the most part should be, I mean, it's a 5-hour show, right? It's one of those 5-hour shows.
6 with the main,
pre-show.
Híjole. It's going to be a long weekend because the night before that we got NXT TakeOver. I think the Bellas return for the special. I think so.
Oh, yes, they'll be there.
I would like to see Daniel Bryan at All In. Not this year's All In. Maybe All In number 2, but not this year's. Also, before we give our ratings, quick little news going around the wrestling rumor channel. We'll touch more about this on Saturday, and that is Matt Rydell is rumored to sign with the WWE.
At Riddle.
Matt
Yeah, I was gonna say Riddle. Yeah,
Rydell, excuse me, Riddle. Why did
you're
I say
watching
Rydell?
Grease.
Yeah, excuse me
Yeah,
about
right.
that. Riddle, Riddle, excuse me. He was pulled from one of the PWG tournament, I believe.
Battle for Los Angeles.
Yeah, so that's going to be happening. So they pulled out, and that's what made the speculation grow even more. And of course, the whole joke about him and passing drug tests and stuff like that already going around town on Twitter. So rumors are already having it that NXT or Triple H, I should say, is going to vamp up the roster, basically kill the indie scene for that NXT takeover WrestleMania. So they're going to try to do whatever they can to blow out that New Japan Pro Wrestling show. So it's going to be interesting to see who they sign, who they bring in, what matches they have. But Matt Riddle is a nice talent. I saw a couple of his stuff on Twitter. I haven't seen a lot of him to, say that much about him. Sean Ross said Matt didn't say if it's true or not, but he says people inside WWE gave him an answer. Oh, okay, and that answer was probably yes. Yes. Well, anyways, so Dave, ratings tonight for SmackDown Live.
I'll give it better than Raw, but not by. I'll give it a 1 because I didn't think it was much better. I thought SmackDown was pretty.
Red Sox fan. All right, a 1 for SmackDown Live. Okay, Justin.
You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna give it a 3. I mean, it was predictable and boring in some parts, but the wrestling was pretty good in some of the matches. So I'll give it a 3.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3 as well. I thought SmackDown was solid. I'm gonna give Carmella props, man. I give her a hard time, but she did well against Becky Lynch. And like I said, maybe it's who she's in there with. She might have better chemistry with Becky Lynch.
She's been wearing the damn Lakers colors.
Maybe it's easier for her to communicate. I don't mean this in any type of way, but maybe it is easier for her to communicate with her in a match and do stuff like that. Obviously, with the English barrier and with Asuka. So, but the match itself was good. I'm sure if we can get that at SummerSlam, I won't complain. SmackDown would have got a 5, but they put New Day on my TV. Oh man, not a New Day fan. I said Raw was better, but I'm being a homer since. Hey, trust me, Lewis, we went to a Raw here in San Antonio that people shitted on, and we were there live, and I enjoyed it.
Exactly.
It's better when you're there, man. When you're watching it there, it's a whole lot better. I agree with you. I'm sure if I was there, I would have enjoyed it a whole lot better. The main event was good. I mean, y'all had some good matches last night. I'm sure I would have enjoyed it if I was there live as well. But like I said, people, I guess on the TV it comes out differently. I guess I don't know.
Well, that when you're there live, your adrenaline's pumping because you're there watching it live. When you're on TV, you're just like, whatever.
Yeah, but TV can. The thing there live is it's hard to lose interest. When you're here watching TV and watching it on TV, it's easy to lose interest because
you can change the channel.
300 fucking channels you can change the channel to, or you have your phone or your computer, or you can leave or do whatever we want. So I can totally understand that comment on you, Lewis. I feel the same way when I'm at live events. I get kind of upset too when people say that they didn't like Raw when I was there and I enjoyed it. I'm like, why? What was wrong with it? And Vince got the pop of the night. Of course he did. Of course. But yeah, that's going to be probably about. This is the shortest ever Raw and SmackDown Live post show ever. We have about 15 minutes left, and did Raw and SmackDown Live. That's surprising. I can't believe it. Thursday night we'll be live again. We'll be doing an Impact post show and WWE NXT post show. So just in case you guys are interested in seeing a post show from Impact and its anniversary, hope you guys can join us on Thursday. I haven't heard from Alex. I know he's been busy the last 2 days. Like he said, he had a family emergency come up on Sunday. He hasn't really heard much from him since then. So we just hope everything is going all right with him, and we can just hope maybe he can join us on Saturday. If not, hopefully next week. So like I said, he has the ultimate Brock Lesnar schedule, seeing that the type of job he has, and he can come on whenever he can. So we appreciate him whenever he can come on to the show. I know you guys enjoy his thoughts as well. Thank you guys for joining us. Justin, any last thoughts on tonight's show before we are live again for the post Impact and NXT show?
No, everybody have a good rest of the week. I know it's only Tuesday, but weeks can go by hopefully fast. We'll have a good rest of the week, everybody.
Yeah, we're about to hit over 1,000 viewers tonight. Thank you guys for the constant support. Like I posted on Twitter today, we've been going live for 2 years now strong. We're almost at 900 followers. We're at the gold VIP platinum status on Periscope, and we are this close, guys, to being the super broadcaster on Periscope. And hopefully we can get that. With you guys being so kind and generous and dropping these super hearts every night, we do appreciate them. We'll get that status very soon. Will you ever do Lucha Underground reviews? Dave, are you even able to watch Lucha Underground?
I mean, I could if I wanted to, but not on TV.
I've been watching it a little bit.
But I mean, I could look for it on that stream thing Alex showed me. But yeah, other than that, I could watch it. It's on there, so I could watch it. I just never did.
We can try to peep a show of Lucha Underground here and there.
Maybe we could talk a finale or something like that.
Yeah, we can start talking more about that on Saturday night show, if that's okay. Is that cool with you guys? We'll touch a little bit more on Lucha Underground on Saturday nights. I'll do more of my history on it, more of my homework. That way I can watch a couple of shows on it too as well before we jump right into these talking about some of the news and notes from Lucha.
Yeah, I mean, what season are they in? 4 right now?
4, yeah.
I haven't even seen season 2 or 3 yet, so it's like, okay.
I only have one reason to watch this year, and she's not on yet. So
yeah, so we have to refresh our memories, do our homework a little bit before we jump right into it, and not sound like fools when we come on here and talk to you guys about Lucha Underground. I'm very looking forward to Thursday night. I mean, not only with NXT, I'm really looking forward to Impact. That's the name of the website, NoFX. We haven't really done much to it yet.
Work in progress.
The work in progress. The bot's been super, super busy, and we're not trying to rush her on the website at all. So it'll be up sooner than later, hopefully. But that's the website if you just want to kind of take a peek at it. But I'm looking forward to Thursday. I'm looking forward to Impact. I don't remember the last time I've said that. I am looking forward to Impact. I'm looking forward to seeing the fallout, seeing some of what's going on with these storylines. And I'm sure Texas Kid, exactly. And I'm very excited to see what happens. Our Twitter, Texas Kid for Life, or someone can they put our Twitter handle, our they get the tables one? I'd really appreciate it if you guys could do that, so he can follow us on the Twitter. And if you haven't, follow us on YouTube. Get the Tables podcast on YouTube. I would really appreciate that as well. We're almost at the 60 subs mark, so we'd really appreciate that. Yes, thank you guys for putting it in there. We're watching Slammiversary now. Yeah, that was a pretty good damn match, man. Can't lie to you on that. So we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to do a quick shout-out. Bliss Side, Red Sox fan, Jeffrey Cross, Kevin, Truth and Loyalty, Texas Kid with the rare sighting, Budweiser fan, Bob Aruski, Alice, Derek, Anthony Ducks. I think this is a bot. That's a bot. Ted, Juanito, Bliss Side, I believe I already said, Jordy Mania, Bob Aruski, DX, Adam Awesome, Lewis, thank you for joining us as well. Thank you for giving us your thoughts since you were there live. I'm glad you had a good time at Raw. It's always great to know that you had a good time there, man. You didn't waste your money or anything like that. Am I good? Everything good on the Periscope side? Okay. So you guys have a great Tuesday night. We will be back on live Thursday evening, everybody. So we want to see you guys on Thursday. Have a great hump day, everybody. And we want to see you on Thursday. Thank you so much for the support tonight, guys. See you guys on Thursday. Thank you, everybody.